Yeah. See this? Yeah. When I say it ain't over, it ain't over. Look what's going on. You see that title? And I've known this guy for years. He doesn't know me, obviously. I'm telling you, I mean, it's crazy. You see, this is why I almost about want to give up on YouTube. I mean, it's like one of the highest praised platforms, but at the same time, it's also one of the highest bad reputation wise because of all the copyrights. And y'all think it's really simple to upload a video with sound. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's wrong about what they're doing. I'm not here to criticize Angry Joe or anybody else for doing anything. This is why I don't do sounds. Because of the fact that, and I'm not saying this against anyone who does sounds, but I'm talking about on YouTube. If I did it anywhere else, well, it depends on the site as well. Like Twitch, I'd probably have to turn on the sound like I do on YouTube. Because, I just gotta say, well, yeah, let's see what we can do to your content. And, yeah, if you're gonna play some copyrighted sounds and stuff. And you see, I can't even hardly show images or nothing because, oh my God, let's copyright somebody like me. And I'm lower channel, for God's sakes. I mean, you talk about copyrights, man, it don't end. It's like a never-ending battle that there's no way to fully justify being able to win it to the point that everybody can win justifiably, to the point that everybody is happy and nobody has to go through this kind of junk. I can understand for those who actually sit there and abuse the system, and I'm serious. I mean, but there's a lot of people out there who are majority 9 times out of 10 ain't abusing the system or trying to take advantage of it. All of a sudden, guess what? We're going to copyright claim your content. See, this is why YouTube is one of the... Okay, I admit that I have watched things in the past. I really have. But not to spoil myself or anything like that. Or even to say that, oh my God, it's so wrong, so I got to turn mine down just to make myself so much better to somebody else. No. See, because what you don't realize is that even if you turn the volume off, depending on what's on there, they'll still get you. Believe me, they've got me. And I wasn't even taking advantage of the system. And you got people out there doing AMVs. And I ain't against somebody for doing AMV. Nah, you know what that is? It's an animated music video. It's a mix. And all of a sudden, okay, well, yeah. And this is why I tell people, or try to get it out there, avoid YouTube. You're not going to win. Okay? I don't care how many times you have to try and re-upload or through someone else, it's going to get copyright flagged. I'm not joking. Lots of people go, I'm going to do it anyway, trying to take advantage of the system. Okay, in the meantime, the system is still cracking down on people regardless of that, or if they decide they want to listen to the music, just enjoy it because it's interesting. I mean, you can't even hardly buy tracks. And even if you could buy the game, you couldn't legitimately record it on YouTube or Twitch. Because, well, they just got to get you. They're out to get anybody who dares play their music, who dares to enjoy their music, dares to even give them money in their pocket to support their greedy pockets. It is baloney. I mean, seriously, they out there, it's like they're mad. Okay, let me put it this way. It's like they can't be happy because even if you put money in their freaking precious pockets so they can be happy. They just don't want to be happy. They just want to keep opening their mouth and saying it's time to claim the content. I don't care how many people are out there. I'm gonna claim your content. And here it is. A lot of these YouTubers who like Markiplier, PewDiePie, they are trying to promote the free idea to record their stuff, or whatever. And it's hard to do that without YouTube saying, well, they're the one that copyright claimed it on behalf of Markiplier or PewDiePie. Like, even if I were to submit a review or a reaction video, I would get copyright claimed for it. That's how ridiculous this whole system is. So how can you justify taking the time to review or say anything negative or in a constructive way, like, I didn't like it, but I agreed, or I like the whole thing, without something coming out like, yeah, by the way, we got a copyright on behalf of PewDiePie, well, if it has to do with his content, obviously, or if it has to do with Markiplier. I can sit here and talk about it all down there, and I'll probably get, that's the next thing, even without me showing it, or even saying their names, or even listening to the music. The next thing is going to come back. If we competitively decide to support this kind of system, this kind of baloney hole crap, that's what's going to be next. Reviewing it without revealing it, which makes no sense. But basically, giving our opinion without even watching it. Hell, we already had that with people who watched movies, and now we're going to be like, well, because you get your PewDiePie and your Markiplier content, you can't review that unless you want to get a copyright. And there's no telling that if it's by them or not. There's just like legitimately no way to prove whether or not it's actually by them. And there's no way to actually fight it unless it's them themselves that decides to fight it. And said, no, I didn't claim that. And get it removed off the video. Because otherwise, it's just sitting there. It's like, how do I know you didn't do that? I believe it, but how do I know if beyond the, how do I put this without sounding like I'm trying to call them out or not? Because I'm not trying to call out anybody, say they're lying. I'm just saying, legitimately, unless they can find a way to remove it off your video, then how do you know whether or not they're actually just not claiming it themselves? Exactly. Yeah, it's possible that the system claimed it too. But at the same time, it's still, what's the point of even doing anything to involve such content if there's always that risk that someone's going to say, somewhere in some system, going to say, or because of on behalf of them. It's absolutely insane. Who the hell can take the time to make a move or a video anymore about anybody without something happening like, gee, maybe you should have thought about that? Because you're going to go and get it on there. Now, if I go to BitChute, I don't know if it'll let me do that there. But so far, BitChute hasn't let me down. You can ask Victor on 121. He ain't had nothing, but he ain't had no problems with BitChute. I'm gonna tell you right now. Even though he doesn't upload anymore, I haven't seen him in a long time. BitChute is kind of a place, and not a place you want to go to. For the reason that, because you can't create as many playlists as there is on YouTube. You can upload videos all day long, but as long as they have a limit on playlists, there's literally no point. I know that YouTube has a limit, but it's like they have a timer deal on it. Like, you have to wait for a little bit before you can do it anymore. Believe me, I've ran into that problem many times. And I'm going to tell you something. If you intend to upload anywhere, just be cautious. Because, yeah, it's going to be risky anyway. But, it's not to tell you not to do it. It's just, I hardly recommend not uploading anything to do with anime and music, all mixed in one to one on YouTube. And I don't mean that like it's against you or anybody who likes to make that kind of stuff. I personally support the idea of having that. But at the same time, you're not going to be able to get win. I support the idea that we should have that if that's what you want. Because you created the content. You have every right to upload it. But you don't have a right, not because I say so. I don't care what you do. Personally, this has nothing to do with me. I mean, like, as if to say that I think, that you're in the wrong for uploading it to YouTube. I mean, yeah, you are, and that's only because of what their deal is about people uploading such content. Otherwise, I could care less. I mean, like, it's the most silliest rule I've ever seen. I mean, you're not even defamation it. You're just making a basic dedication to it and to fit the scenes and whatnot. And I can see that. Or as opposed to people, see, a lot of people who make content on YouTube, a lot of times, if it's just an MP3 version that YouTube has, they won't sit there and put a copyright claim on them, and they're just doing it based on their life situations instead of putting it on YouTube. Or if they were to directly upload from the actual song to the deal. That's just the craziest thing. So, therefore, so long as we have technology and copyright system, we ain't going to have a fair system. What's the point? I mean, whatever happened to justice being served on those who absolutely blatantly do things against people? And I don't see how it's going against people. As far as I'm concerned, it's not going against them unless someone's just like stealing the music and just, I don't know how to make this any more clear. You're not even stealing from them. You're not taking the time to take away a penny from them. The fact is, if anything, it increases people to go out there and buy the music and the game or whatever, or the movie, And the thing of it is, and nobody sees it that way. You're just like, why are you doing it that way? It's like fair use law is there, but it might as well not even exist. Because no one can legitimately fairly use content these days without somebody in there claiming that this is against their system rules. Why? I don't get it. And Facebook may have looked at their thing, but they still have to mute music. It's stupid. They'll sit there and claim that there's no more laws, that you don't have to worry about it. You can upload anything you want to with any music. Guess what? I found plenty of content with partially muted. Or muted, period. Now it's just, now it's just more of, if anything's claimed, it's partially muted. If there was no copyright laws against any music you posted up there, you wouldn't be partially muted. I'm just saying because it's true. Anyway. Hey guys, my name is Brian Barnett Gats here, and welcome back, folks, on all the Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I'm sorry about that long, aggravated thing, but I mean, damn. Copyrights will always plague our channels, our content, because regardless of whether you make money or not, it's like they got to claim it. It's like a never-ending battle with these jerks, man. Anyway, I'll be right back. There's actually no sense in trying to even bother to fully 100% the focus tower. Like, in other words, claiming out chests and stuff, because you always have to go outdoors and stuff. And, have them respawn. I mean, it will be, it kind of in a way that it will be, but it'll be more towards the game. Anyway, I'll be back. Alright, so, I mean, if you saw that, that's the first time I've ever seen that ever going down for 500. So these two new enemies here, well, they're not so new as the first ones. I think we're got the other names, but this, like, their secondary form, but also weakest too. Hot Wings. And a new one called Ninja. So, um, yeah. You want to take down at least one of them. And I went ahead and bought, like, some seats to finish it off. Didn't really need this many, but what the heck. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, it lowered me a little bit. Shouldn't have done that. But either way, yeah. So I don't cheat on this one here. So, but at least we'll have plenty to survive with for a while. Yeah. Lava Dome. There's a new enemy right here called Fangpire. Okay, that sucks. Okay. Oh man, that sucks too. Of course, he wasn't fast enough, so whatever. This enemy might look familiar, but he's also a new enemy coming up. These are called adamant turtles. Of course, yes, they are also weak. They are also weak to against or two axe attacks, or rather morning stars, because because apparently it considers that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this because I hardly ever use these unless it's for that. I mean, I have mixed them up in the past, but I like this game. And a fun fact for you, I grew up with this so much. Where I was playing this when I owned it. I just kept playing it and playing it, playing it. Kept defeating it too. After the fact that I defeated it so many times. I've broken my record so many times of beating this game. It's not funny. Yeah, that sucks. Believe me, before I get to the final enchilada of this place, there's another enemy coming out. Anyway, I'm going to be beating all the enemies. It's going to take us a while, though. So let me get to this guy. Here's a new enemy. Very first encounter of Avazard. So, yeah, I'm going to use white. Won't mean much. I don't know what their weakness is. I don't remember if they even do. But either way, it doesn't really matter. There's just so many enemies here. Yep. So, I mean, I went up to like 30 seeds manually and just get them to there. And then I went ahead and, there was another chest right there. Anyway, and I bought the rest of them, so up to 60, so, which was actually wound up being 30, or, 30 more. So, doesn't say what floor we're on. And of course, we're going to go through this, and your enemy might look familiar from when we fought a boss. And, not all bosses become regular enemies. I don't know if I said that or not, but, there you go. So in this chest, I'm not sure what it is. I can't remember for sure. But, we're going to get it. I can't remember how many chests are in here. Or item chests or anything like that. And I wouldn't even tell you anyway, even if I could. Which I can't, for the record. I do know what's in them. Well, if there's a possible at all. And getting there, I can't remember either. Oh, yeah, I remember this now. That's right, I forgot I needed to use that for that. Oh, well. And of course, this one's called Stefano. I think the first one was called Medusa. I can't remember, but, whatever. Okay, that kind of sucks. And just like Medusa, she can paralyze you or put you to stone. Of course. And yes, because of that, it makes it easy, especially because of, we don't have any resistance to stone. Definitely want to cure that because we don't want to be using up anything. Paralyze attacks. Resistance to. Okay, that was kind of dumb, but oh well. Anyway, she's not too hard to beat once you get at least one enemy down. So, this is another one of those you can go over here and do is found Lave. And that is, if you haven't guessed it, the final white spell. So now we have a way to combat in case our secondary character goes down. Not bad, huh? Yep. Dumb. Huh. Just in time, too. Well, not that it matters, because I just defeated them. So, yeah. Most characters will not start out with half the spells you've got, and most of them will have, spells that you do. Not all of them. As far as I'm aware, no character ever gets all the spells that you do. So that is a thing to look forward to. So yeah, I'm going to take out as much as I can before I end this episode. Because I did talk a lot at the beginning, and I didn't mean for it to go on like that, but I just couldn't stress it enough that, man, it just sucks. And you might be wondering why I haven't been giving him any seeds, because there hasn't been any need. I know. And now there will be, because I've used up quite a few of those things, and I will be using up seeds before we get to the final enchilada. You'll know what I mean when we get there. But in the meantime, we have a lot we got to go through. So, yeah, we got way more than plenty of seeds to get through this entire place. And if I have to, I'll go back and get some more GP, because, yeah, I do have, there's something else I need to get, and then that'll be done. I don't have to worry about that no more. Yep, and of course, rinse and repeat. Happen to knock these two out, and bada bing, bada boom, baby. Okay, so, yep, got an explosive there. I'm going to save that for something else, so I think there's going to be some more coming up, so either way, go ahead. I recommend you getting just, I would say about anywhere 40 to 56, somewhere around there, seeds. You don't have to buy that many, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to buy a little bit, and, you know, get the rest of it normally by going to the bone dungeon. That's what I do. And if you're looking for a quick fix to get in and out, so you don't have to, you know, I mean, you still got to fight enemies. It's going to be annoying, but hey, you know, it's better than, you know, you don't have to go all the way back out, but it's not really a short or long trek, but it just makes it even faster every time. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Until then, later.